Wanna thank everybody for checking out the channel. Got news and travels like trips to Bahamas, the islands, Jamaica. Wise words for the day, just love, be no hater. lasheavibez got some
buildings here in the Old Town are between 300 to 500 years old. You're gonna be able to see some older buildings when we come back into the Old Town. You can see some of the mountains over here on the right hand side across on the other side. Now this mine, Puerto Rico, we have mountains up to 4,400 feet elevation. Just to give you an idea, for those of you who haven't been in Puerto Rico, the island of Puerto Rico is the smaller of the big Antilles. Okay, we have Cuba, which is about 90 miles south of Miami, Cuba, then the Dominican Republic and Haiti, and then the island of Puerto Rico. Okay, the island of Puerto Rico measures 100 miles from east to west and 35 miles from north to south. Now the island of Puerto Rico, okay, it has an average temperature of 70 to 95 degrees. That's all year round. Okay, the island of Puerto Rico gets between 200 to 250 inches of rain a year. Okay, that's why in Puerto Rico, very comfortable for growing the coffee, the sugar cane, bananas, mangoes, guava, passion fruit, pineapple, the oranges, avocado, coconut, sweet potato, cassava, plantain, papaya, all that stuff you can grow here in the island, guys. Okay, and that's where the name of Puerto Rico comes from, rich port, if you translate, because this became one of the richest port of the Caribbean, providing to all the nearby islands with all that stuff that I just mentioned. Without much effort, you can grow that. Look at all how the green stays like this all year round. Okay, even our temperature in the months of December, January, February are about 70 to 68 degrees at nighttime and about 82 during the day. Right now, 95. In nighttime, it's about 82. This is the summer months for us. Now the island of Puerto Rico, discovered by the Taino Indians, okay? A lot of people say it was discovered by the Spanish, but the Spanish came later on. The Taino Indians were the natives in the island of Puerto Rico dating back after the abolition of the slavery. Some of the Spanish, after the Spanish-American War, they were not taken in, into custody, or they were not, jailed or anything. Anybody that wanted to stay here, the USA, it's no problem. You can stay here. You don't want to go back to Spain, no problem. You got nowhere to go, it's okay. But during the 1900s to the 1950s, that was the only thing they really did, declare everybody here U.S. citizen. Because after that, 1930s, 1940s, everybody was coming from the U.S. and taking all the land they wanted. So the people here got upset, and they went ahead and made a big movement, and they took out the governor of the United States and elected their own governor. That happened in 1952. So you can imagine, that's when a lot of people left. That's why you got a lot of Puerto Ricans, guys, in the United States, New York, Chicago, Florida. They left Puerto Rico in the 1950s and the 1960s. Some of them left because they didn't know what was going to happen, if we were going to lose the citizenship, the people. I mean, the people that were here at that time, they were going to lose their citizenship. If the U.S. was going to leave altogether, and people didn't know, they went in search for better jobs. There was only agriculture here in Puerto Rico. And so they went to the U.S. A lot of people left, a lot of people came back, some people stayed. There were some agreements that were signed between the government of Puerto Rico and the government of the U.S. at that time. And those agreements are still standing today. Okay, I'm going to tell you what they are in just a second. Look at this guy. He almost got ran over. If I wasn't looking, I would have, oh my God. So those agreements that they signed between the Puerto Rico governor and the United States president helped the island of Puerto Rico. The agreements are that we have our own flag. We have our own national anthem. The main language is Spanish. We get to elect our own government in Puerto Rico. Okay, we have the governor, which is the highest mandatory commission resident, which is like a liaison with the United States. We do have the House of Representatives in the 1984 and just 2008 recently, okay, and it's been no about 60-40%. They don't want to become a state, they want to stay just as we are. We are associated with the U.S. We don't have a military, but the U.S. have the United States military service here. They got the Army base Fort Buchanan, they got 3 Coast Guard bases, so they get what they want. They control all the area, and at least we get what we want. We have our flag, our national anthem. We don't pay the federal tax. We are still under the umbrella of the U.S. with the U.S. passports and benefits. So it's a good deal. I think it is both ways. It works out. Now as we're going in back into the old town, you're gonna notice that we're gonna start getting higher and higher, guys, okay? None of this area was packed down or anything like that. It was all naturally like this. That's why the Spaniards came to this area here. As soon as they saw it, it was beautiful, they liked it, they started construction because it was on a higher elevation and they could see any ship getting near to the island. So military wise, strategic point, if you're on a higher area than your enemy, you got the advantage. So that's what they were looking for. They were trying to get as high as they could with the forts. In the old town, you can go up to 150 feet above the sea level up on those forts, okay? And those forts had over 450 canyons. So okay, the gas prices, we went by the gas station. The gas prices are by the liter, guys, okay? We're paying 65.
Headed to the airport. We'll see you next
Wanna
time.
thank
We had a great
everybody
trip.
for checking out the channel. Got news and travels like trips to Bahamas, the islands, Jamaica. Wise words for the day, just love, be no hater. lasheavibez got some tips like a waiter. Feeling irate.